So hey, here we are. New year, new Assassin's Creed. Sort of. I've already played this one. See, there it is. I got 87%. I don't know what that 13% I was missing was, but I think I cleared out all the stuff on the map, so it's probably just synchronization crap. And I do mean crap, because the synchronization stuff does suck sometimes. It's like, do this incredibly hard mission while doing it even harder. It's like, oh, okay.
Connect with the past. Relive history. Using Abstergo's incredible research into genetic memory, Animus gives you the chance to game within the past. The product you have purchased allows you to access the memories of Aveline de Grandpré, an 18th century assassin caught between two worlds, fighting to find her true purpose. Make history yours. History is our playground. Animus.
So they're officially doing it. Abstergo is officially using the Animus for entertainment purposes now. I don't know what this is. What chicken? Every Assassin's Creed fan knows how important birds are. So of course the chicken is also going to be important. I don't know why I'm chasing a chicken. But the game told me to chase the chicken, so I'm going to chase the chicken. It sounds like I'm running out of stamina, but I don't think stamina has ever been a thing in Assassin's Creed. Unless they added it in the Origins-style games. I kind of hope not. Kick the chicken!
Perfect for Pantherian work, monsieur. Look at this one. Hard-working, strong, healthy too. I told you to keep your place, Congo.
I think I wasn't even doing anything. What are you doing?
This one is strong as an ox. It's in good health. And all, not counting the missing toes.
Maman?
It is kind of funny. I've been rewatching Stephen George's Let's Play of Assassin's Creed 3, and he's been getting the outside Animus dialogue that I honestly never really bothered to get. And there is... Sorry, excuse me. Need a little water.
Mama!
There's a line when talking to Sean, I think, talking about how, like, is the world ready to hear about the Animus? Apparently they decide next game, yes. Yes, it's time to unveil to the world the Animus.
Pardon, madame.
You there! Bantling pest! I'll have you arrested!
Because that's this game's whole narrative framing, you know, the real world story for this game. It's Abstergo Entertainment, their latest project, Assassin's Creed Liberation. Oh, and we're right into combat, okay. Hold A to get at the parry stance. Oh, but I've got a hidden blade now, apparently. Yep, I'm pressing it. Seem kind of slow. Press A to counter. Kill, counter, hurt. It's not break defense, it's counter hurt. Okay, can I... Yeah, how did they pronounce the name? Aveline? I'm gonna go with Aveline, because that's my assumption. It's probably just gonna be what I end up saying by default anyway. She attacks a lot slower than Connor. Oh. This isn't the point in the series where they start introducing mythological creatures. Oh, it was a nightmare.
Aveline?
Oh, it's Aveline, okay.
Ma chérie, you were shouting again. Was it the nightmare?
Oui. Only a dream. I'm sorry to have woken you.
Shh, ma chérie, shh. Never apologize. A mother worries, even a stepmother.
Thank you, Madeleine. Maman, do you worry too? Did you forget me? Or are you gone? In any case, the night has better uses than sleep.
Getting our assassin clothes out of the trunk, which reminds me of Assassin's Creed 2, except we already know we're an assassin right now. At least as far as I remember, Aveline doesn't have a moment where it's like, you know, training to become an assassin. She just already is by the time you start the game. Which is fine. You know, that's how they did it in the first game. You don't really need to start from zero every time. Full sync. Okay. Oh, thank goodness it's gone. It's not going to sit there being like, you did it! You got full synchronization! And then sitting on that for a million years. So that's an improvement already over Assassin's Creed 3.
We have uncovered news of a plantation from which slaves are vanishing. The owners reported their escape, but our network can find no trace of them. If you don your slave guise, perhaps you can investigate this mystery from within. A dressing chamber has been prepared for you in a strategic location. From the top of the cathedral, you will see it.
You know, I tried to do that cinematic spinning the camera thing just so that the visuals aren't too boring when I'm just standing there listening to the letter. I'm definitely not good at it. You could tell sometimes I kind of press on the thumbstick a little too much, and I start to spin the camera too fast. It's funny how, even though this is the HD remaster, this still has the energy, you know, the visual energy of being a PS Vita game. I don't know why I said PS Vita. Honestly, I kind of hate when people call it that, because it's like if you called it the P Station 2 instead of PlayStation 2. It's like you're abbreviating part of it, but then not the full thing. It's like, just call it the Vita for short. Which is what I usually do, and I don't know why I called it PS Vita. Wasn't it night a moment ago? Now it's day. Ubisoft Sofia. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but something about how the game looks. I guess they didn't update the visuals that much, but you can still kind of tell it's a Vita game. Oh, I didn't synchronize. Oh, I gotta climb back up. I gotta climb back up. Oh no, I can't get up the door. Oh, they're getting mad at me. They're not happy. I wonder what tools I got right now. Probably nothing, because it's the beginning of the game. Oh, I just noticed I have a quarter notoriety. Notoriety has gone back to being a bar instead of dots, I guess. Or levels, you could call it. Synchronize. And then we jump. And then the BR. Wouldn't Connor stand on, like, when he synchronizes on beams like this, he would stand all the way up? Because that's how he did it. And then I guess apparently they decided they didn't want to keep doing that. It was just a Connor thing. Let's see. Ah, letter from the owl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go. Oh, and I do have a pistol too. Tools, Queen Anne pistol. Just the one though? It's... Excuse me. Oh, I thought it showed 2 pistols. I don't know why I thought it was 2 pistols. You know, it's also kind of funny how you have Assassin's Creed 1 and the tradition for Hidden Blades is to have 1. But then one game later, they give Ezio 2, and then they decide, yes, forever beyond this point, Assassins will always have 2 Hidden Blades. Go ahead and switch into the slave persona. So that's this game's gimmick, of course.
Arrive at the plantation. A perfect cover. Hide in a wagon and follow the cart to discover the location without being seen.
This game's thing is the guise mechanic, which I think is a cool idea. I hope I'm wrong about it not really getting utilized, because that's what I remember from playing it. But, you know, in a case like this, I'd be happy to be wrong. I'd be glad to be wrong about this game not being very good. Because, you know, having another good game to play is good. Trying to figure out where this chest is. There it is. Get down in there. And it kind of reminds me of a mechanic I thought of for a game. Where you would... I envisioned it as being able to switch disguises on the fly. And then each disguise has like a bunch of abilities that goes with it. But, you know, this is close enough to that idea that I think it's like, yeah, I don't think my idea for a game needs to exist. I mean, I can still do it, of course, if I really want to, but, eh. I really like the idea of making games, but I'm not passionate enough about the process to actually do it. Tear down posters to lower notoriety. Oh, am I getting notoriety just for climbing around? I don't remember if that was a thing. But that seems to be the case. Yeah, people don't like me climbing around, which is kind of stupid. Because that's what all these icons were. That are now... Oh, there it is. That are now on there. Wanted for jumping on things. Climbing on barrels. And standing on tables. How dare she? Oh, there's a chest over there, too. Don't go that way. Now, see, there I can understand getting some notoriety. People don't like to be shoved. But climbing on stuff? Who cares? Like, I'm climbing a fence and I got notoriety. Who cares? Why is it fade to black for that? That's weird. I didn't even have to climb the fence. I could have went through the door. I was gonna call it the hole. You know, the hole that they cut in the side that you can walk through. Which is the door. Could I have fast traveled over here? Did I need to walk? Well, I guess since it's my first time coming over here, yes, I did need to walk. That's generally how fast travel works. Oh no, I have 13 seconds to jump in the wagon. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Ah, okay. Yeah, this just reminds me of how stupid I think full synchronization can be sometimes. It's like that one mission in Assassin's Creed 3 where like you're eavesdropping. And the very obvious and easy thing to do is to jump into the wagon and hide in the wagon because the people are on a wagon and you can listen to them while you're riding with them in the wagon. But full synchronization doesn't want you to do that. It wants you to stay out of the cart. Which is really stupid, because you would think, with all of Connor's training, all the knowledge he has, and how obvious an idea it is to ride in the cart, to listen to them, and easily stay hidden and follow them, it doesn't want you to do that. Because apparently Connor didn't do that. Because that's what full synchronization means. It means doing things exactly how the assassin did. Which is stupid. You know, in cases where it's like, don't let your allies fall below this much health. Something like that.
How did you get past the guards? We have plenty of trouble here already. Don't need no more.
I'm Aveline, a friend. Slaves have been reported escaped, but none has yet reached any safe house. My contacts fear the worst.
If you're a spy, Aveline, you won't find no cause for persecution here. My brothers have vanished, then my aunt. Today my youngest sister, Therese. They ain't escaped, as you say. They're taken. Besides, Therese would never survive on her own.
I'll find her. If any have trodden through these fields, they must have left tracks.
I like how the name Therese has 3 different styles of E. It has the one with the thing going upward, and then the one with the thing going downward, and then one with no thing above it at all, which means it's a silent E. Or I guess doesn't mean it's a silent E, but, you know, it is a silent E, so it doesn't have one. Yeah, like, I can understand full synchronization objectives, bonus objectives, being like, don't get caught, or don't let your allies take this much damage. Stuff like that, you know, stuff that makes sense for an extremely talented assassin to have pulled off. What doesn't make sense is when it's arbitrary stuff like, don't hide in the cart. You know, it's stuff that only, objectives that only exist to make it harder for you, the player. Yeah, stop looking at me. Or like when it's an arbitrary time limit, like, solve this riddle in 5 minutes. It's like, okay, sure, you could argue that the real assassin. Oh, I got caught. Okay, well, too bad. Because they didn't tell me not to get caught, so it's fine. There's nowhere to hide, but it's fine. They can't find me. Yeah, like, I could maybe buy that an assassin would figure out certain riddles fast. But it's still kind of stupid. You know, like the Assassin Tombs and Assassin's Creed 2, where it's like, oh, get through in 7 minutes. And you have to, like, you have to know exactly where you're going and what you're doing to be able to do that. It'll just be easier to fight them. Tutorial literally just said, point the stick at someone else and then press Y to kill them. After killing someone, do the kill chain. I don't know why it's not working. Well, I can load them now. Get some bullets, maybe. I'll probably fall on bullets. Money. Cartridge. Money. Money. Cartridge. Money. 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 I think the one before it was cartridge and I kind of missed it.
Don't be afraid, Therese. I'm a friend. Who did this? Your master?
No. This son. Oh, please help.
Be strong. I'll get you to safety.
You'll pay for this. Guards! Hurry! We've got rats in the barn.
Guards are dead. I killed them before I even opened the door, because I apparently am not allowed to climb on anything ever at all. Notoriety I love ones that... Oh. Okay, to counter... Press B to disarm. Thanks for the knife, even though I have my hidden blades. Okay. It looked like she was gonna roll, but then she only got halfway through the roll.
I can't take no more!
His terror is over, Therese. Stay with me. We must hurry.
Escort her to safety. Okay, come on. She does not appear to have an ally marker on the map.
Aveline, my daughter, wandering alone at dawn. Where have you been?
After the nightmare, I went to take air. Dear stepmother, I'm grown now. You needn't worry for my safety.
You underestimate the dangers of the world. If not your safety, then to your reputation. Why must you be so headstrong? I wish you would...
In truth, Madeleine, I'm in need of your assistance. I'm afraid it's urgent.
What now?
While walking, I was startled by cries of distress. Following them, I discovered a woman, a slave, badly wounded.
Where is she? I will send help.
She awaits in a wagon outside in the street.
Aveline!
Don't be cross. I knew you'd know the thing to do. I couldn't risk leaving her to perish, or worse.
Or worse! You have already sentenced her to persecution by your very impulsiveness. Very well. I will not turn my back now, not that you have left me much choice. I will see that she is treated in utmost discretion.
Thank you, Madeleine.
In the meantime, hurry to town and fetch her new traveling clothes. Go quickly. We have no time to lose.
Quickly, she says, while I am automatically put in the guys that can't free run. Because of course you're not going to free run in a freaking dress. Gains notoriety more slowly than other... Loading dead bodies is a legal action and will increase your notoriety. Muggers will try to rob the lady persona. Well, at least I can still run. Okay, where am I going here? Get the poster down. Oh, that was a poster for slave guys. Okay. I forgot that's how that works. See, it's kind of like Prototype, where you have levels of detection for your two different forms, except there are 3. And also you can't just switch on the fly. I need a tailor. $50 per item. Okay. Should want to buy yes. Item obtained. I wonder how much of that money I have is from the chests and how much I was given for this quest. It's probably given only just enough for the quest, but game probably didn't expect me to already have 2 chests looted. And I might make it a 3rd because I see one over there. Over there as in on the map, not over there as an in view. I think it's on the other side of that fence. Yeah, let's just go home. Now I see the lady following me with the box. She's walking at fast walk speed. Yeah, and she's gone. Okay, cool. Bye. Who's this guy with the heart? Charm. Okay. Almost makes me wonder if the guises are like having like the factions that they had in Assassin's Creed 2, you know, like the courtesans and the thieves and the mercenaries. What if you could kind of consider the guys as like gameplay, well, not gameplay variants, that's not the right way to put it. Player variants. But no, go through the door. Glad that problem from Assassin's Creed 3 is still here.
Aveline, late to lunch and looking ashen again. I fear you are not resting enough.
Oh, Papa. I'll take my rest when this life is exhausted.
You will hasten that end at this rate. I do fear you are more like your father than his feet for a lady. A chip of the same block. In passing, Monsieur Blanc requests your assistance at the warehouse. I dare say he has work to offer.
Is that all he has to offer? I should think for all his attention, he would request your hand.
All the same, it's the work that interests me.
Philip.
Oh, dear me. By the turn of this conversation, it would appear I have lingered too long at this table. If you'll excuse me.
Good day, Papa.
There, he is gone. I can tell you now, Aveline. I have taken care of everything. Your friend will be safe. If you have any more womanly problems, do not hesitate to see me.
Sequence 1 complete? Or no, is that just a mission for sequence 1? I don't know. Or it could be the whole sequence. Since the disappearance of her mother, Aveline has been raised by Madeleine her. The realization that they shared similar views on slavery, the bond between the two women grows stronger. And now we're at the warehouse. In my lady clothes? I might get them dirty.
Second time this month. Customer relations are strained enough without shipments disappearing.
Your frustration is understandable, monsieur. In your position, I should demand a full investigation. Please, let me look into it. I will go talk to Monsieur de Saint-Maxent at once.
Most grateful, Monsieur Blanc. At least I know I can always rely on you.
Oh, good. A tailing mission. Glad to get one of these so soon. Because everybody loves tailing missions. Well, at least this time the game doesn't freak out if he's not visible. Well, he still has to stay on camera. Kind of, but he can be blocked by objects. Or maybe that was never a thing. I could have sworn that was a thing at some point in the series. But now I'm feeling like the last time I had that thought, it wasn't true. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong guy. Can I blend with you? Can I pretend to talk to you while you eat your apple? What? You can't turn around already? I will stick to the corner. I would think in an outfit like this, he would recognize that there's someone following him. You turn around and there's this lavishly dressed woman in green. Every time you turn around. Wouldn't you be weirded out? I sure would be. It's like, why is this fancifully dressed lady following me?
My boy, the cargo was stolen from this very ship. I have no more means of retrieving it than you do.
Oui, monsieur. That is indeed troubling. Well, what would you suggest then?
I know this much. The devil had the gall to impersonate my dress and my signature. Can you imagine?
No, monsieur. Imagination has never been my, strong suit. If it's not too much trouble, may I look at your books?
My books?
Take a look at the book.
I'd interrogate the captain. If this crew takes bribes, I'd wager he's no less corruptible.
Bribe with the ship's guards. Is bribing a feature of the lady dress? The lady outfit? Or guys. She turns sideways when she goes down the stairs? Trespassing provokes scolding or conflict. You can try bribing them to gain access to these areas. It's like bribing the heralds.
You don't want to know how I'll spend these.
Maybe I don't. Maybe you're right. I don't think I do.
Are you the captain of this ship?
Si. Capitan Carlos Dominguez, at your service.
Charm him.
May we speak in private, Capitan?
Who am I to refuse such a comely creature? Come.
Are you gonna lead the way? You said come. Are you gonna? That usually means follow me. Oh, I think I'm running out of charm time. Apparently there's a timer on how long they're charmed. I don't know why it says up here, because it said his quarters.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what happened with Monsieur de Saint-Maxent's shipment?
Why would you want to know? Bah! Don't you worry, my little Angel. The cargo found its way to the intended recipient. Let me pour you a cup. I dare you to tell me this isn't the best Madeira wine that ever graced your heavenly lips.
If you insist, Capitan.
I do. You will not find a better vintage in all of the New World.
I'm intrigued. Truly.
Oh, come on. She couldn't have gotten that far that quickly. You can't free run in this outfit.
2 warehouses.
Full sync, avoid killing anyone. I didn't even realize I had that objective. And then this is my next thing. Search the docks for stolen cargo. Eagle vision! Oh yeah. Investigating a clue. And I swear, Eagle Vision just gets closer and closer every time to being just detective vision. Oh, the footprints aren't still there. I mean, I guess that's fine, because I know where I'm going. It's the green square. Or green rectangle. I know my shapes. See that one shrine that Steven got stuck on because he didn't know how to shape? I got through that very easily. Because I can shape. Oh yeah, one of the drawbacks of the outfit, I'm catching unwanted attention. I was trying to remember the word unwanted. I need you to come over. He's what are you doing? Okay. Apparently Charm makes them your ally and they'll just go fight anyone in red in Eagle Vision. It's probably inside. Oh, there it is. Or is it? He brought it here, sat it down, and then changed what barrel it was in, apparently. I'm not supposed to be here, so I should go. I see there's a chest down there. Hopefully oh. Map didn't tell me there was a building in the way. Hi, buddy. Let me go get that chest real quick if I can reach it in this outfit. Maybe not, because it's down. I'm pretty sure that was a drawback of this outfit, is that you can't. Yeah, does she turn sideways to go down the stairs? Okay, well maybe not up. I swear going down, she's like. Yeah, she turns her hips to an angle. Why do you do that? What is she doing that for? Okay, yeah, I can't. I can try. No. I'm holding the trigger still. You can tell by the buttons changing colors. So I can't free run. Wait, what? Were there closer stairs the whole time? Whatever. I'll have to come back for that when I can jump. Definitely a drawback that makes sense, you know. Is she wearing heels? Because that's another thing I would expect realistically out of, you know, if you're doing realistic drawbacks for this kind of outfit. Yeah, if you're wearing heels, I would also expect to not be able to run, or at least not be very fast. Which I guess they did say the outfit is slower. I think she's wearing heels. So that's probably why. I mean, honestly, from what I hear about how hard it is to walk in heels, being able to run at any speed in heels is impressive. I want to get that viewpoint, but I don't think there's a change my clothes place nearby. There's a locked one. I think I can just run up to it and buy it? Where was that again? I think it was down this way. Yeah, this should be it. Nope. Excuse me. Well, that's kind of lame. What if I go to the tailor? Upgrade pouches. Don't really need that right now. Could change my colors. You know, honestly, that looks pretty sharp compared to default. Smuggler Gray, Night Stalker, lady outfits. Yeah, I've never been big on the color swaps, although I like this white with the red, kind of reminiscent of Ezio's outfit. So if all I'm doing is swapping the colors, I don't really care. Apparently I can buy new hats. I can buy a hood. I can have a hood? Like, I'm usually more one for the default outfits, but in this case, if I can change my hat out for a traditional assassin's hood, I think I'm gonna go for that. I like the hood. Not really a fan of tricorn, is that what they're called? You know, the triangle hat. I don't really like that hat. So honestly, I will take the hood. I was gonna make a joke where it's like, yeah, you may notice that Evelyn is the series' first protagonist to wear a hat instead of a hood. You know, kind of
I am terribly grateful for your
sidestepping what you might expect, where it's like she's the first playable female character, which is true. I think, pretty sure. First female protagonist, certainly. I was gonna make the joke where it's like, oh, you thought I was gonna say that, but actually I'm talking about her hat. Oh, the objective is right here.
You may put your mind at ease, monsieur. The cargo will be delivered on time.
I dare say thanks are owed to Saint Nicolas.
Or perhaps a guardian angel, monsieur.
Ah, Aveline. I'm sure it is not your old father's company that draws you here. I will leave you both to your private business.
Aveline, the documents you found aboard the Rat Captain's ship. I recognize the name. Rafael Joaquin de Ferrer, a known enemy. I don't know what his business is here, but we can be sure it's more than a simple larceny.
How can I help?
One of Agate's servant contacts tells us that he will attend social soiree at the governor's mansion this evening.
I'll have my best dress ready. Or my worst. Fear not, Gerald. I'll uncover his true purpose.
In the meantime, may I suggest that you, familiarize yourself with the governor's mansion? Perhaps discover a discreet way to enter?
Don't worry, Gerald. I will prepare well.
One more thing. There is a small house for sale near the governor's mansion. It would be ideal for a dressing chamber. If you wouldn't mind buying it.
Your wish is my command, Monsieur Blanc.
Man, imagine being so rich you can buy a small house just to change clothes in. But now I can do this. Now it will let me buy dressing chambers. I mean, it probably wants me to buy this one first, and then it unlocks the ability to buy the other ones. If I can afford them. Can I hide in haystacks? Nope. Can't even climb enough to get in there, apparently. And it costs... Well, apparently this one costs nothing? What does that say up there? Apparently this was an old tavern? That's what tavern means? Let's see, Lady Persona is weak in combat and has limited access to weapons and tools. Lady Persona can charm and bribe guards. The persona gains notoriety slower than other personas. To lower the Lady Persona's notoriety, kill witnesses using any persona. Lady Persona can't jump, climb, or sprint. So apparently the different ways of getting rid of notoriety are different for each outfit. To lower this, Persona's notoriety by bribing corrupt magistrates. Why does that sound like such a fantastical word? You know, like it's some fantasy character. You know, like you have your priest, you have your cleric, and you have your magistrate. Probably magic. That's probably the part. Sounds like magic. Best suited for combat. While in the assassin persona, can use the chain kill. Is that why I couldn't do it in the slave outfit? This persona is always notorious, and guards are quick to notice her. Lower the assassin's persona's notoriety by using corrupt... Alright, I read that part. Can climb freely. Slave persona is weak in combat and has limited access to weapons and tools. I don't understand why, because... I mean, at least this outfit, you can clearly see there is a bag. She could easily put her stuff in there. Can blend with the crowd, worker groups, or by carrying crates. Boost the notoriety by tearing down posters, which we've already discovered. Apparently the game wants me to be in the slave outfit. Revisiting this game, I definitely don't like the idea of ripping out core mechanics and splitting them into three disguises. I like the idea of each disguise having benefits and, you know, naturally some weaknesses as well. Like Lady Persona being able to bribe, but not being able to free run. But I don't like that, like, they all have limited access to tools and... Like, not being able to kill chain as... Like, okay, again, lady outfit, I can understand. But not being able to kill chain as this in the slave outfit, like, that doesn't make any sense. Because I'm still combat able. I'm still... You know, it's free enough clothes that it makes sense to be able to do that. Can I get past you? Like, I will fully accept the lady outfit having problems with combat because of its stiffness and tightness or whatever. You know, it already can't free run, so I imagine it's probably not that easy to move your arms around either. You know, obviously legs, because it's a dress. I guess I get not being able to blend it. See, it's like the lady outfit I have no complaints with, because it is a lavish outfit. It stands out. It makes sense why that outfit can't blend. I don't think... Like, the differences between the slave outfit and the assassin outfit don't make sense to me.
Here, this will grant you access to the kitchen.
I definitely agree with being able to blend, you know, pretend to be a slave when there's a group of slaves around. Blend with a group of workers as the slave. But I don't know, though. Considering the way the past games have just accepted that people walk around in assassin outfits and no one questions it unless you gain notoriety, I still don't accept the way they... It's hard to accept the way this game handles that outfit. That you will always be notorious while wearing the assassin outfit. Especially because in this game, by default, you don't have a hood. So it doesn't look like it stands out that much. I mean, I guess maybe back then it wasn't socially acceptable for women to wear pants instead of a dress. And I believe that outfit does have pants. Assuming my memory has not completely, extremely failed me right now. Because I don't think it's like this outfit where it's like pants under a dress. Pretty sure it's just pants. So I guess that's part of why it's like, hey, who's that woman over there? Why is she wearing pants? Or I guess they would be trousers back then. As Paul Revere said in the Midnight Ride mission. What is he? Oh, I'm supposed to steal the key from him. I just assumed tailing. Okay. Because he's turning around and looking at me and he's going, hey, who's that? 2 feet away from me. I don't like people being near me. Except for these flies. I'm totally okay with all these flies buzzing around my head. I think it's actually over the fruit stand, or is that a fish stand? Oh no, where'd he go? Oh, you better find him. Oh, there he is. Okay. Back to pickpocket. Oh yeah, I forgot. Man, that is satisfying. The pickpocketing. Just plink, plink, plink. That is satisfying. What is this? So, oh, weapon shop. Let me check the weapon shop. Let me see if they've finally rebalanced how weapons work and make new weapons actually worth something. Okay, I could buy that. This is equipped. So I could gain speed and combo kill. Or what? This is free? Why is this free? It's way better than the last one. But then the other one I could buy. There's a ceremonial, also free. Is that from this being HD remaster? I'm gonna go with this. Wait, not supplies. Small weapons, wait. Oh, sugarcane machete. I thought it said kukri. I was like, what? That's a blade type you don't see a lot. I could have Connor's tomahawk, which interestingly does not have much, or has reduced combo kill, but increased chain. See, what does that even mean? What is the difference between combo kill and chain kill targets? Like, I guess chain kill is how many you can kill in a row, but then what does combo kill mean? Does that mean how many hits it takes to kill someone? But then what's damage? I'll let the tomahawk still be Connor's thing. I won't mess with that. Steal some of that game's originality in this game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not making my joke obvious enough. Alright, what am I climbing here? I'm climbing this. What's she doing? She's climbing things. She shouldn't be climbing things. As if it wasn't bad enough in Assassin's Creed 1, you get people angry at you just for climbing. Now it's like, I mean, it is better that you just don't immediately enter open combat just for climbing on something. But it hurts my pride a little bit, just gaining a little bit of notoriety for doing what every Assassin's Creed player does and just climbing up walls as you see fit. Countdown until we get an instance where the game does not recognize my input to jump into the hay and jumps off the ledge instead. What is this canoe icon over here? I guess it's just marking a canoe in case I want to go canoeing. I don't know why I would. I guess looks like the assassin outfit doesn't start fully notorious, which the tutorial kind of made me think it did. Like saying it's always notorious. Pay 500 to rebuild, sure. Apparently I'm standing right next to the objective too. Cut short Governor Abide's plans. Enter the mansion dressed in the lady or slave guise. I think last time I played this, I did lady, so how about I just stick with slave? Let's see what options that gets me. So I do like that the lady outfit is very much like or more of like, hiding under someone's nose kind of deal. Where it's not meant for combat. It's meant for kind of blending. Well, okay, this is the outfit for blending. Let me go get a box. Yeah, that should let me pass by, right? Yeah, I got the dot up on my head. That means I'm okay. The lady outfit is like using courtesans in past games, where you get to, blend because you're hiding amongst a group of 4 people, but then also distract guards. See, I don't know what it is about the visuals. It's like weirdly smooth. Like the frame rate is like, you wouldn't expect a game that was on a handheld to have such high frame rate, but looking at it closely is like, oh yeah, this is not a home console game. This is on a handheld. And sadly, the quote-unquote HD remaster here, it's not that much better. I mean, not that I've really seen the original, but you could tell it, like, it's, well, candle error. It's really not what you would call an HD remaster. Just for the heck of it. Can I go through here? No. Okay. At the very least, they should have updated the lighting. Like that, isn't that what they did with Wind Waker HD? Like the visuals held up so well that all they did was update the lighting, and it still looked amazing.
With the Spanish under our spell, the company man will at last have the power to fulfill our true purpose. And if you provide us the labor, we'll ensure the errors of Santo Domingo are not repeated here.
I will do all I can to smooth the handover of the colony, and your mission will have all the workers it needs, provided you make good on your promise. Labor is in tight supply as it is, and I must remain in power as Governor. Were our arrangement ever detected?
My, Governor. I fear the air of conspiracy has gone to your head. We'll make good on our promise, so long as your end of the bargain is kept.
Everything is under control. You can count on me.
Bueno. Then I shall await to indulge in your delightful soiree. Tonight, I drink to the death of the Brotherhood.
Well, I guess that's our antagonist. I feel like the story is kind of rushing. It's not taking the proper time to establish stuff. Well, good thing I chose this outfit, not the lady outfit. You gonna fight me, or... Come on. What? Nope, nope. I pressed the buttons. Like, I remember beating this game and then like, oh, that's it. And it doesn't really... I don't know. I don't know how to put it into words. That it's hard to follow what's going on because it doesn't really establish who the characters are or what they mean, you know? Like what they mean to the story. Oh, I win. See, that was a target apparently. We're getting a death conversation.
Why? You would sacrifice the good of the colony to a Templar conspiracy, Gouverneur. I should ask you why.
The Order is the future. The Templars will keep our colony French.
The Templars will keep the colony Templar. Why does the Ferrer want workers? Tell me his plans and redeem yourself.
I know nothing of his plans. I was to send him slaves and vagrants. The ones most likely to rise up against...
Against those who would oppose oppression and claim the life that is owed them. Rest in peace, Gouverneur.
So I didn't even realize that that guy was a target, because like we're an hour into the game and that guy is like who is that guy? I've never seen it before.
Le gouverneur est mort! Aux armes! Aux armes!
Skip the zone and become anonymous. Now I really wonder how this would have played out if I went to the lady guys, because I wouldn't have been able to fight. Well, that was a pleasant little escape path. Going along the tree to get over the fence. Oh, I guess I still have to leave the circle. I can't wait for them to go on low alert. And we're good. Kill the governor using a musket. Well. Oh, well. What? I'm wearing a hat. Well, where's my hood? Game? Okay, well, at least I have Hidden Blade in all outfits. Which I guess is how I would have killed the governor if I were in the lady outfit. For that mission. How do I change my hat? Oh well. I mean, I can't complain too much. This is a good design. Just taking a moment to look at the outfit. It's like, yeah, okay, yep, I was kind of right. I wouldn't call that a dress. It's more like a coat, and then there's pants. So yeah, I guess that's why this outfit is so conspicuous. But yeah, it's a nice design. I especially like her hair coming out from behind her hat like that. Looks really nice. Like it's a little funny how it's it's similar to Hatham, how he has a hat like this except bigger, and he also had his hair behind him in a, well, I don't know if you would call this a ponytail. I guess it's more braids, or braided into a ponytail of sorts. I don't know. And then Hatham has the, I didn't mean to climb that. And then Hatham has the ponytail. Jump in the hay! Ah. Barely didn't escape that. But yeah, as I was saying, it's funny how... It's funny to me how they're... You know, you could call it... Well, it's, you know, a tricorn hat and then a ponytail. They both have that. But they don't look like they're the same. They both look distinct. And it is my firm opinion that Aveline pulls off the look better than Hatham did. Oh, is this because it's a... was there supposed to be... Yeah, okay. Activate. Oh, this is right. They changed it. You know what right is? An assassin is how I find him. Wrong tutorial. Use this to select your target's mark on mark, then press A... Or then kill them by pressing B. Oops. Mark, mark, mark. Kill them by pressing B. So that's cool. Except now I have way more notoriety. New items unlocked at the weapon shop. Ooh. Where am I going still? I don't remember. 2 years have passed since Aveline disposed of the governor. See, the story is just zooming by. Like, it's already been 2 years. During that time, she found no trace of the man called De Ferrer. And his plans continue to threaten New Orleans' population. Oh, the bayou. I guess it's by me now, because I'm by it. Oh, there's an alligator. Oh, I'm scared.
My student. The hornet's nest grows. I retreat to safety, the better to observe and strike. I require your assistance. Use your gifts to follow my trail. May the Loa guide you swiftly.
More weapons! Whoa! Maybe I'll go buy one, or maybe I will never will, because I'll have the... Oh. It's like, what is that? What is that meter below my weapons? That's probably my chain kill meter. I think I investigated the right thing. Hello? Okay. And then footprints, which I can't analyze? Alright. Go up here. I guess to get back on the train of thought of this doesn't look like an HD remaster. I don't know if it's entitled to say, but I feel like an HD remaster should at least, you know, have revamped lighting. Because lighting makes a huge difference. And you can... I think this game is a very good example of that. You can tell in places where the lighting sucks that it's very obviously a handheld game. It was a game on a portable console. And the better the lighting looks, the better the game looks. Because really, the models and textures hold up pretty decently. It's the lighting that just tears it all apart. Like, the game looks pretty good right now. Because the lighting looks decent. There's nice shadows. Like, back there in the mansion, there was, like, no shading. And that's why it looked terrible. No, not that way. I'm going the wrong way of the footprints. Or up the log. Yeah, there we go, up the log. So I think at a minimum, an HD remaster should include, you know, better lighting, in addition to higher and more stable frame rate, which I think is what most people expect out of an HD remaster, is to run 8 HD. Oh, I found him already. Okay. The false Macaldo?
Agate, you wrote of the enemy?
Yes. Deep in the bayou, a dangerous imposter spreads real roots. He calls himself Francois Macandal, my own mentor. The leader, the priest, the brother, to whose
The
cause
toilet.
I devoted my life. He was put to death by fire. I failed to prevent it. Who is this imposter, and what are his affiliations? This you will need to uncover. But first, preparations. Francois Macandal was an expert in poisons. This blowpipe was his.
A fine weapon.
A single dart blown from a distance will fell a man. You may use this to your advantage, if you approach in stealth.
If I remember correctly, Aveline does not get a bow or crossbow, so this will be her thing. Fast poison darts. No! Hang on. Shouldn't take me too long to get the game started again. Get back to where we were. I'm sure it auto-saved when the mission started. I just have to go through all the opening loading screens and stuff. Title sequences and whatnot. The logos. Gotta get the company logos in there. It's so lovely that I get the Ubisoft logo twice, because I get the logo before it goes to the title screen of the remaster, you know, the collection of 2 games. And then when I pick a game, then it shows them again, because it's like, hey, well, we're just loading up the game. It's like you didn't, you know, it's loading it up the same as if you didn't have the collection. They didn't remove the logos. Which I guess really isn't a necessity, so I don't blame them for not doing that. But it's funny, you get the logo twice. Okay, cool. We're right back where we were. Oh, X to auto-aim. Place to shoot. Climb the nearby tree. Press 8 to leap down from beams and ledges. I don't need to go down, I need to go up. Hold free aim, and then shoot with a ranged weapon. I missed because my gyro controls. Skin. Come on. There. Stop going for headshots. Dive into the haystack. That's not hay! Auto aim from the haystack. Now that's a first. I don't think the games have ever let you shoot a weapon from a hiding spot like that. Not from hay. Quote unquote hay. Okay, let me get that viewpoint before I continue. If I can get up there. She does not want to climb that tree. Fair enough. Yeah, so I think the poison dart gun or blowpipe is Eveline's main projectile weapon. I don't believe she gets a bow or crossbow like other assassins. But you know, she's got the gun, so gun's good enough. It's still a kill a person button. You know, screw that guy in particular button, as I've called it. And I think that's the way it is in Assassin's Creed 4 as well. You don't get a bow. You just get the poison dart gun. And you know, it's been so long since I played Assassin's Creed 4. I don't know how much of this game is in that game. I don't know how many ideas from this game get carried over to the next. And 4 is really the last new Assassin's Creed I've played. It's the newest title I've played. So it'll be interesting to see how much of this game did survive being born on the Vita, basically. It does make me sad how quickly the Vita stopped getting support, because it is a snazzy little console. I don't know that I can name many exclusives that I think are worth trying on the Vita, because I don't have a lot of Vita games myself. But I like holding the thing. I like having it in my pocket, putting it in my backpack. It's a nice little thing to carry around. I think they made one that was like even smaller and is like kind of like a flip, or like a, you know, one of those old phones that you would flip it up and then there would be a keyboard underneath.
They attempt to overtake smuggling operations on the bayou. To finance what, I cannot say. There is a smuggler, a woman named Elise Lafleur. She knows every bog and tangle of the swamp. Perhaps she could be persuaded to help.
I'm sure I can motivate her.
Good. When you get to Macandal, use your darts to approach. But remember, you will need to complete your mission using more direct means.
Direct is easy. You want me to stab a guy, I'll stab a guy. That's the easy part. The hard part is doing it without getting caught. Right, I think this is how I get out. I gotta climb the tree. Which I always think of stuff like that as like, you know, if you see a tree and it goes over a fence, it's like, oh, well, that's an obvious weak spot. They should cut that tree down. It's a weak spot in their defenses. But, you know, considering the fact that Haytham really, he can't climb trees when you play as him, I guess it's not as much of a vulnerability as I think it is. Oh, no, don't want that guy's ire. Stop looking at me. Stop looking. I mean, I guess in real life, if you really had an enemy's walls that you wanted to get over, you'd climb the tree. It's not that hard to figure out to climb a tree. But, you know, I guess in a combat situation, that's not that much of a weak spot, because climbing a tree and climbing a tree while getting shot at are two different things. And especially because it's a narrow path, your enemy's gonna know where you're going. If they see you climbing the tree, there's not an easy way to go up the tree and also avoid being predictable.
Two choices.
If they know where to shoot.
Or we take the river.
Or you suffer before you die.
Three choices then.
You dare threaten me? You bracket-faced parasite have no more claim here than the dung beetles.
You'd best heed the lady. We have you outnumbered.
Look around, old man. Your hired hands will flee at the first sign of trouble.
Aye, but the lady's temper alone could take on an army, and the swamp is no friend of yours.
Well, I made it. Oh, kill a guard with fast poison. Oh, I gotta remain undetected. Gotta kill them quick, and I gotta remain undetected. My least favorite combination of things. Be stealthy and do it quickly. So I can do it quickly, and I can do it stealthily. But doing those things together is not easy, because they do not... They are not chocolate and peanut butter. They do not go together well. It's more like a more obscure combination of foods that's like an acquired taste. Oh, come on. But I just... She did not assassinate. I have been detected. Okay. Yeah, because the problem with trying to go fast while also remaining undetected is it's much easier to remain undetected going slow and making sure that, you know, guard movement patterns are in your favor. And I guess when you're encouraged to go fast for something like that, it can be incentive to just go. You know, just do it. Just do the thing and get out of the way. Kind of like this. Are you a problem? You're not a... Okay. Thank you for reminding me how to pickpocket when I have to quickly kill people. That is a very helpful tip to have right now. Sarcasm is my coping mechanism. Which kind of sounds like one of those, like a t-shirt, where it's like, coffee is my coping mechanism. But like, genuinely and unironically, I think sarcasm helps me cope with situations. You know, the sass, it comforts me. Okay, now I can be detected. I don't know why. Okay, yeah. So there's the traditional kill chain that they introduced in Brotherhood, and then there is the special
A fine display of gratitude.
slow time
I'm
and
no
kill
enemy,
people
if that's what
kill
you
chain.
fear.
I fear nothing.
My name is Aveline. I seek the leader of these men. He calls himself Francois Macondal.
You seek him? To what end?
A final one.
Ah, then you are my kind of woman. Name's Roussillon. My partner in crime is Elise, though I've heard her called otherwise.
Will you help me find their base? No one knows these waters as you do. In return, I'll restore your control of this territory.
We've invested years of work in this camp. Why would we need your help?
4 reasons right there.
Would you not prefer to move your wares freely?
If you think there's only one base, you really do need me. Those louts are spread out thin as swamp gas.
It's settled then. Elise will help you find the Blighters.
Okay, cool. Well, okay, here's... My train of thought is going all over the place right now. What is this icon? Smuggler. Okay. Second train of thought. Let me buy this. Let me get this renovated. And see if I can't change my hat. Third train of thought. Is it just me, or are the accents in this game not very well done? Like, it might just be the volume level I have the game at. Okay, I guess I can't change my hat from there. How do I change my hat? I'll have to look that up on break. I don't know if it's just the volume level I have it at, but it sounds like most of the French accents they're attempting in this game only show up when there's an H to not be spoken. You know? Like when they say have, they go av, but then once they say that, it's like, okay, well, now I'm just going back to an American accent. Come on, I don't climbed this before. Where's the part where you get up? Come on! Which is, it's kind of funny, like in last stream, when I was doing Hades, I was like, you know, I don't really recognize bad acting. Like, well, I guess that's not fully true, because if it's bad enough, I might recognize it. But I don't want to call the voice acting bad. Excuse me. Especially because in situations where voice acting is underwhelming, it's not always the voice actor's fault. Sometimes they just don't have the time to reread a line and do it better. Or, you know, they're told to read the same line like 30 different times and they're just tired of trying to get it right. And for whatever reason, the voice director chose the less good take rather than the takes that were good. Which, if you didn't know, is, like, kind of the reason why Sonic Adventure has bad voice acting. It's because there were line reads where smugglers who carry items. Oh, it's like the never mind. I was gonna say it's like the guys in Assassin's Creed 1 who you pickpocket to get throwing knives off of. Nope, they're just straight up shops. I can carry 5 smoke bombs. That's nice. Wow, look at all the money I have. I might as well. Pocket watches. Why do I want to watch? I'll buy the more expensive one, I guess. Quest item obtained. Okay. Alright, well, I guess it's break time for me. I'll go figure out how to change my hat, and then I'll climb that tree. I don't know if I'm going to climb the tree off screen. Maybe I'll use it as an opportunity to talk about whatever I think about while on break. And apparently, the way you change your hat is you go to the tailor. I could have sworn there was not an option there after I bought the hat. I don't think I saw anything that said equip, but I guess I'll have to go double check. Also, apparently there are special outfits, like alternate outfits, not just palette swaps. They're like new character models you can get for your disguises if you like pickpocket certain items off of certain people. So I'll have to try to get those. Nope, not that way. Go up. Thank you. Like the alternate assassin outfit has like skull makeup on. It's like, that's pretty cool. I want to get that. Apparently that's like the part of the 13% of content I missed in this game when I played it the first time. Where am I? Thank you. Funny how in any part of the world there's an assassin. There was also an eagle. It's like, what about assassins who live in places where eagles aren't? Like, that's the thing with animals, is that they have habitats. Not every animal is in every habitat, right? So I'd imagine it's true that there were places of the world that do not have eagles. Okay, I'm trying to get the map to zoom out so I can select the city. Excuse me. Oh, that must be what the canoe is. Okay, let me go to the canoe and see if that is indeed correct. That's not a canoe. That's a canoe. Nope, it's what I originally assumed it is. It's a canoe. Okay, well, let me see if maybe I can take the canoe somewhere. Oh, I was tapping the button. You don't even need to tap it. She's moving forward by paddling on one side only. That's not how boats work. There we go, thank you. Okay, get out of the canoe. Board of the canoe. I should be able to just run back to town. I would like to be able to. Right, remember when Assassin's Creed 3 made it where you could just fast travel to places by selecting an icon on the map rather than having to go to a specific station? That was pretty cool, right? I like that. I was sure that this game had that too, but maybe I'm not far enough to get it. What was that icon I just ran past? I'll have to see on my way back. I've got to go change my hat, though. I'm too busy. Okay, memory locked. Fine. Or not? What? Maybe if I go to the fast travel icon, I can go back to town? Hello? Are you under the bridge, maybe? No, that was a stupid idea. No, I don't think the game wants me leaving the bayou right now. Okay, is there anywhere else I can fast travel to on the map? Get to my icon closer? No. Get closer to the icon I'm supposed to go to? Apparently not. But it's just across the other bridges, so it's fine. I like how much Aveline's default outfit makes her look like a pirate. I don't think there are any naval missions in this game. Though I think I'm like vaguely remembering a part where you take a ship down the bayou, but that might have been Assassin's Creed 4.
Did you bring a canoe? Or do you expect your gentle breeding to keep you from the alligators? Best take one of mine then, and learn to use it right quick.
She was like really rude to me, and I didn't even say anything.
Such an ugly word. Even slavers are called merchants. Why can my title be Queen of the Bog, Protector of Innocence, Paddling Instructor, and Champion of Trade?
Too long to fit on a wanted poster. Tell me, when did your troubles with Macandal's men begin?
About the same time the Spanish governor arrived. Just a big old coincidence, I'm sure.
Why'd you stop? What are you doing?
This is as far as the water will take us.
If you say so. Looks like there's a lot more water on the map to me, but you're queen of the bog.
They set up their base around a wrecked ship that ran aground not far from here. The other base is a little further along. There.
I'll check out this base. You scout ahead.
Oui, oui,
There
mon
was an alligator in the
capitaine.
background. Yep, there he comes. There he is.
Whoa!
I pressed the wrong button. Oh, jeez. No, I keep wanting to just stab the alligator directly. No, I have to QTE. Oh, I thought it was gonna mash again. Okay. A, B. It's gonna be more, yes.
Glad I didn't put money on that fight. Woulda lost. And barely a scratch on you. Now
Okay,
here's a
now
pretty
now
prize.
skin it.
An alligator egg.
Skin.
Take it.
Skin.
You earned it.
Fine. Oh, it's over there.
Aveline. A woman among reptiles.
Takes one to know one.
Why, that it does. Right then. If you don't run the bastard through right here, I'll meet you at the next base.
Kill the followers in 3 minutes. All of them? Okay. If you say so. Let me get my gun out. There's a guy up in that tree. Well, guess what, buddy? Me too. I'm also up in a tree. Yeah, I just found that interaction at the start of this sequence weird. It's like, oh, did you bring a canoe, or did you just expect to walk on water? Oh, well, I'll give you one of mine, but you better learn to use it quickly. It's like, geez, let me get a word in edgewise, please. Let me respond to your first quip about whether I thought that I could just waltz on through the bog. I clearly didn't, but you didn't let me say anything about it. Dude, you're the guy I countered. You should be dead. Okay, hang on. We're getting the tutorial because I pressed the button, but it didn't activate after I pressed the button. I died. I died before it could register that I was going into chain kill mode. Oh, I just realized that's the difference in this. Can I look at the... Okay. Let me make sure I got my sword on. That's the difference in the weapon stats. Would it say like quick, like chain kill and then combo attack or something. But get your... why don't you have your sword out? It's got a stat for doing this. Okay, don't reload. I forgot. I had already fired and it's not reloaded. There. Let me take your stuff. Actually, I don't need more stuff. I bought stuff at the smuggler. Yeah, there's that kill. And then there's the pressing the shoulder button chain kill. I guess I just jump over the side then. There we go. Kind of reminds me of the movie Holes, which I think was based on a book, but I only saw the movie.
My faithful acolyte, the day of the sacred ceremony draws near. I am in want of nothing but more men to join our ranks. Gather the faithful and await my word.
Well, that was a very easy mission. I canoed for a minute, and then I killed, like, 10 dudes. Get in the canoe. Can I fit through this way? Good. Wait, hang on. Let me go check out that smuggler, because that's one of the kinds of people I gotta loot to get a thing for an outfit. Okay. I'm pretty sure it said from pickpocket smugglers. I don't think it was watches. I think it said assassin coins. So apparently it's not the guys on the map. Maybe there'll be a tutorial for it at some point. It'll pop up as like, hey, pickpocket that guy. You'll get a special item and you can unlock a new outfit. Ideally, that's what will happen. Otherwise, I guess I have to just pick random people in the crowd and hope it's a smuggler. But okay, I guess that's gonna be my thing for this game, is just pickpocketing a bunch of people. Hello, alligator. Or are you a crocodile? I don't know the difference. I know alligators have shorter muzzles than crocodiles, but I don't know the reference point. Would that have been a short muzzle, or is that a long muzzle? Why do you fade to black? What are you doing? And why do you do it twice? It's stupid. Stop it. Get some help. I forgot where I was even going. It's this way. Let me get my canoe so I don't get eaten. Oh, can I even get that through the waters here? I'll just turn it around. What does that sound? Why is the alligator lighting up now? Oh, you're alive. Well, that was a death. It was the death of all time. I guess that joke works better in text, doesn't it? Doesn't work as well spoken. I like that joke, though. Oh, that's a dead end. Can I go over here? Nope, okay. Really should mark that on the map if I can't canoe through there. What are you fading to black for? I didn't even interact with anything. No, go that way. Just gonna go left. Like, no, go right. Which should that be larboard and starboard because I'm in a canoe. I mean, I guess those are more nautical terms. I guess, does nautical only apply to the sea, or does it apply to any water-faring vehicle? I guess I would assume any water-faring vehicle, left and right becomes or I guess port and starboard nowadays. For some reason, that's harder for me to remember than larboard and starboard. Even though larboard and starboard are such similar words, you think they would be the more confusing ones. I guess it's just how funny larboard sounds to me. Larboard doesn't sound like a real word. You could argue no, words aren't real and all of them are made up and whatever. I don't know why I don't like that argument. I mean, it's not like it's not true. We did make up words. But I guess it's like, yeah? We made up words? What's your point? I guess the point is that because all words are made up, that it doesn't matter if a word sounds made up or is made up. Because all words are made up, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Thank you. Okay, is this... Yeah, this is the branch. It's got a nest. That's how you know. Ow. I hit my hand on the chair. So the nest is kind of an improvement over Assassin's Creed 3, which didn't really have a way to tell you if you were high enough for synchronization. There you are.
Still in one piece, I see. What did you find?
A letter from the coward Macandal. He's preparing a ceremony.
Voodoo?
Yes, but to what end?
Power? What other end is there? Show him you've got the spirits at your back, especially the mean ones, and people do most anything you say. There's your real magic.
Okay. Are we about to pull a Romany's cursed chest thing?
It's that way, well hidden in the trees. Wait, I recognize those men. They're escaped slaves, hired from Saint-Danger.
The shantytown?
Oui, though it barely deserves the name. A cramped, miserable place.
The men I saw at your camp, they were from Saint-Danger?
Oui. Roussillon wasn't too happy when I hired them, but he got used to the idea. Please, you can't hurt them.
It goes without saying.
Best of luck then. Go. I'll be at the office if you need me.
Kill only the acolyte. And I have to stand there to do it. Get out of the tree. Get down. There. When I landed in grass, too. Tail the acolyte to a secluded area. Well, I fell out of the tree. I'm here now. had a train of thought during that cutscene and I lost it. Just like this mission I'm about to lose. Ah! Yeah, I know. I gotta go catch him. Oh, you mean me? Oh. I'm not really surprised. Can I just start over? Wait. Start last checkpoint. I don't want to start all the way over. Oh, I remember. I was reminded that the Frontiersman missions in Assassin's Creed 3, which I didn't do this past replay through, and I'm not sure I've ever actually done them myself. But I was reminded that they're more interesting than a Frontiersman quest actually sounds, because I had assumed that a Frontiersman quest would be like, hey, I just saw this really big bear. Why don't you go hunt it? And I think they do have, like, one that's about a surprisingly large bear or something. Is this the secluded area? Am I supposed to... No? Okay, good. Because there's people around. It'd be stupid if you called this secluded. It's the opposite of secluded. Yeah, apparently the Frontiersman quests in Assassin's Creed 3 involve things like people who had a UFO sighting. Or think they saw a UFO. But then you do the mission and it's like, oh, it turns out it was just a parasol. Okay. Do I lose if I kill you? I was told not to kill them. Oh, that was a bonus objective. Okay. Who cares? It's too late. Yeah, there's one where supposedly someone saw Bigfoot.
Faithful acolyte, preparations are complete. Our ceremony will take place on the eve of St. John. Assemble my followers.
There's one where someone supposedly saw Bigfoot, and then you go and do it, and it's like, oh, it turns out it was just some guy who's hiding in the woods and was taking people's stuff. So it does make me kind of regret not doing them, but, like, you know, sometimes the side mission stuff is like, it's cool on its own, but it doesn't add to the overall story, so I don't feel the need to, like, redo it during this marathon. Or, you know, I guess I've never done them, like I said, so do it in the first place. You know, like Desmond's journey in Revelations. It's like, it doesn't really add new details. You know, at least if you've been paying attention to the overall story.
My company doesn't satisfy you? Oh, I am hurt. Pray, tell me what you found. I'm as good a confidant as the lady, I swear.
It's not a confidant I need, but an informant. Macandal is holding a ceremony on St. John's Eve tonight, but I don't know where.
I know who can help, and you can help me in return. There's a witch doctor in Saint-Anger, the eyes and ears of the bayou. I sent Elise to him with supplies, but she forgot this. So hard to find honest criminal help these days. Give him this. With his trust, the secrets of the bayou will be yours.
Thank you.
By the by, come back when you are done. I have a job or two that could use a woman of your caliber. And some work as well. Huh?
Sequence complete. And again, I still love that it shows you that for like 3 seconds, and it's like, okay, yeah, you got better things to do than to stare at the screen, wondering if you got 100% synchronization. Yeah, like Desmond's journey doesn't really add a whole lot of details to the grand scheme of things. If you already know that he was an assassin, and then he ran away and became a bartender, and then was kidnapped by Abstergo. It's like that's all you need to know. And because I had already seen Desmond's Journey when I was playing through Revelations, I really didn't need to do it again. Or at least not do it for myself. I didn't realize how platforming heavy that section of the game is. Because it's like, I didn't show it, so I guess I have to describe it in case you've never seen it. It's like a first-person thing, and you're placing blocks, and you're jumping along on the blocks. Maybe not the Desmond's Journey stuff, but there's like... I forgot there was DLC, which I might have, because apparently Ezio Trilogy has DLC. It did for 2 and Brotherhood, I think. But there's DLC where you get Subject 16's memories. And I also don't know that that added much to the story. Like it's interesting and all, but it's like that's like the last time you see Subject 16. I don't think he ever comes up again. You know, it's cool world building and all, but I don't want to say it's not important for the grand, not important in the grand scheme of things. But again, I don't know how much it really adds, knowing all the intricate details of that part of the story. Doesn't make the later stuff any less confusing, because it can be kind of hard to follow. Like I've had to like revisit Assassin's Creed 3's real life story like 3 times to fully comprehend it. Though I will admit, like my story comprehension is not the best, so it's really not a testament to that game's confusingness. Okay, get off the tree. Where's the guy I got a bribe? Are you okay? You're not the right guy.
Every man has a price.
Okay, let me go get that chest that's over there. Do I have to go up before I can get in? Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the ladder. Why does it let you do that? Okay. I've learned how to overcome running up the same wall repeatedly. The answer is to just let go of the button. To stop trying. Because it's just going to keep happening. How do I get in there? There. Gotcha. $750, that's all you got. And a camera stuck. Camera. There we go. I was also reminded, while rewatching Stephen George's Let's Play, that when you free run, if you hold A instead of B, you go down instead of up. Oh, there's a viewpoint over there. I gotta go get it. Assuming I don't get eaten by a crocodile swimming over there. It's a very frightening idea. Swimming and then... I don't know what this is. Very frightening idea. Swimming with the possibility of some large creature just coming up and chomping on you. I am afraid of murky water in real life. And I guess to a lesser extent, clear water. I am kind of a little bit afraid of drowning, but more so I am afraid of some big monster. Well, I guess I don't want to say sea monster because, you know, it's not like I'm scared of the Loch Ness monster coming out of nowhere and eating me. More of a rational version of that, which is, yeah, I don't want to get eaten by a shark. I don't like murky water because you don't know what's in there. And you also don't know how deep it is. And, you know, I know exactly where that fear comes from, too. Because when I was little, we were, my family went to Universal, and we went on the Jaws ride. Yeah, that's not the kind of ride you want to go on when you already are, you know, when you're a young kid and you can't swim yet. And yeah, even knowing it's a ride, it's still very frightening. I don't know if that gave me the, well, definitely gave me a fear of, you know, sharks swimming in water where there are live creatures. Definitely not a fan of that because of that ride. I don't know if I can blame my fear of murky water on that, or if it's just more of a general fear of the unknown, because I'm afraid of the dark too, and it's the same sense of, well, I don't know what's in the dark. I want there to be light so I can see what's there. Not like there really can be something there. You know, if I've got my door closed, what does it matter whether there's light or not? If I'm alone in the room when the lights go out, there shouldn't be anything there. But I have an overactive imagination. So I can't help but think about, like, but what if there is something there? Okay, you can come out of the hay now. What are all these icons? Alligator nest. Why is that marked on the map? I don't need that on the map. There's a tailor! I need a tailor. Because I want to change my hat. Hold on a sec there, mission guy. I gotta come over this shop boat. It's like Beetle's shop ship. Frankly, I don't know if Beetle's shop ship was big enough to be called a ship. But I guess technically anything that sails the seas. Item equipped my butt. That is not equipped. What about this? What if I put that on? Item equipped. See, that hat changed. Why can't I get the hood on? There we go. Now I got the hood. Now I'm an assassin. And like I said, I do feel bad going against the default design, because it is a good default design.
Elise.
But I prefer the hood.
Does Macondal still live?
Prefer keeping up the tradition.
Tonight. Venerable one, I bring supplies from Roussillon.
Thank you. This Macondal is a dark influence over the people of Sandanje. If you can stop him, I will help. Yes, his shadow emanates from the shore of Lake Pontchartrain. He has a poison in his possession, from which you will not recover if stung. I will give you the antidote, but it will not stop the poison, only limit its damage. Time is short. You must take this now.
I've had worse, I think. Thank you. We'll strike tonight. I'll disguise myself as a slave, so that I'm invisible to Macandal's followers.
I'll be ready when you are. St. John won't know what hit him.
Where'd the guy go? I need to pickpocket people like him and get their voodoo dolls. I think the guy who the smuggler guy who was telling me to come here was gonna say the word that was on the wiki. I don't know how to pronounce it either, so I'm disappointed that guy didn't. But that's the type of NPC I need to pickpocket, and I need to get voodoo dolls from them. And I believe that gets me the alternate assassin outfit, I think. I think. Redundancies.
How long have you been working with Roussillon?
Years.
Is he your... well...
Oh, God, no. No, don't get me wrong. I pluck my eye out for him. But I wouldn't bet the lech if he were the last man in Nouvelle France.
How do you know him?
Tous... Roussillon saved my life once, long ago. I figured I owed him, so I helped him expand his business. The old devil showed me a few tricks too. Taught me his trade, if you will. Of course, I do all the work.
It's like the other games where you're talking and riding on horseback, except it's canoes.
Well, here it is. The realm of the dead. I'm in it.
Kind of reminds me of the forest area in Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
If you make good on your word.
Fear not, Signor. I was trained by...
I know only too well who your master was, Baptiste. Just remember where your loyalties lie.
I shall not fail you.
See that you don't.
My faithful acolytes, stand ready. The time of our ritual is now.
Perform double assassination from the air. Infiltrate the ceremony site without being detected. Okay. I probably was supposed to grab a box. I bet. I don't see any boxes. Can I eagle vision boxes? That'd be helpful. I don't know if I could still eagle vision hiding spots. Kind of. I can see the grass down there. No, I definitely need a box to get past those guys. Are you guys good? Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not in a red zone right now, so I should still be good. There's gotta be a box around here. Fine then, don't give me a box. Can I go under here? No. I should. Come on. There's gotta be boxes. Okay, maybe I can just walk past them. No.
Who said you could come here?
Trees it is. Got that guy to worry about, but then I could just go behind him. Perfect. Oh, he's looking. Oh. Funny how he sees someone standing up on his guard perch, and he's not immediately alarmed. He's just like, "Oh, hey, are you the next guard on duty?" And then I choked him out.
I'll approach from the far side and create a distraction. Wait for it before you move.
Oui, oui, mon capitaine.
But look at all this stuff I could carry. If I put one of these things in my hands, no one will care. I can just walk on by. I think that guy's missing an arm. Oh no, he got me with the bad poison. I'm badly poisoned like a Pokemon.
Your blowpipe. A beautiful weapon. One of the finest I ever made. I remember the day that coward Agate stole it. Fitting he should remain too spineless to face me. But I have captured his pawn. Now he will be forced from hiding.
How do you know Agate?
So he is here, as I suspected. Agate was my disciple once, if not for that thieving woman.
Who are you really? The true Macondal burned at the stake.
I see. You know your history. Very well. François Macondal was my mentor, and an assassin, but he failed. She betrayed us, and he died. I won't make that mistake before I carry out his life's destiny. The poison fails.
Man, and I was just about to see if steel worked. Because apparently that was there.
Swift, precise.
Okay.
My treacherous brother has trained her well.
Counter
Where
with
she
my
will
tool.
not interfere with our plans.
No, it won't let me. How about I disarm? Or trip him. That works too. So what I'm trying to figure out... So, wasn't Achilles the last American assassin? And then Connor restarted the American Assassins. He's their new founder, basically. But then how is there... How is... what was his name again? How is there Aveline's mentor? Like... Wouldn't he have been had to have been wiped out? Because it's... Connor's still alive in this timeline. Like, it's not like it's 50 years later.
I will destroy your mentor.
So I don't think there's been enough time for there to have been, you know, someone who got trained by Connor, and then he trained Aveline. I don't think there was enough time. Well, can I just not do any counter options against you? I could throw you. Gotcha.
By your hand, Agate betrays me one final time. Look at you where I know it well. The first time Agate betrayed me, it was for the woman, the thief. She wore one just like it.
Who was she? What was her name? What was her name?
Here is something they did not want you to know.
Okay. Citizen E
I will help you uncover the truth.
is near. Use Eagle Vision to locate and kill him.
A missing piece of the puzzle.
Target located, apparently. Yeah, now I see him. Hey, you! I gotta kill you! I gotta know the truth! Run Animus recovery mode. Stoba thinks it could stick entertainment on the end of its name, and he'll. Of the wrongs, I've hacked the truth, but you have to go work for it. Says E can be anywhere. When you see one, chase it down. The truth will come out in an extended scene. If you have time, I may leave some other clues too. Look for them! Erudito?
The nobles of New Orleans shall perish by poison, and the slaves shall be avenged. My mentor's work will be complete.
And control of the river will fall to those who know what to do with it.
Then I will be inducted into the Templar Order.
As agreed, if you make good on your word.
Fear not, Signor. I was trained by...
I know only too well who your master was, Baptiste. Just remember where your loyalties lie.
I shall not fail you.
See that you don't.
My faithful acolytes, stand ready. The time of our ritual is now.
So they didn't want us to know that he was gonna be a Templar? Is that the new part? How do I do this? Save us high, find posters to tear down. What? That didn't do enough notoriety removing? Come on, man. Whatever. And then I pulled it out. Pulled another one off. Maybe one more. See, whatever, like I'm not gonna bother, but then I do bother. Where is it? It's up here. But then I'm gonna gain notoriety getting down. Because it's not okay to climb things. I guess we'll do one more mission. Again, a trees. Hopefully if I need to be in a particular outfit, it'll just change me. No, don't. Well, fine. I was gonna say I can swim there, but apparently that glitch was there to tell me maybe not. Maybe I won't swim. Maybe I'll just fly. Oh, come on. The map says the water's open here. And I could get to a canoe, but I can't get through the tree. Okay, I'll just use that tree up there as a bridge, if I can get up in it. Just stop using it as a hiding spot. Climb. I'm very certain you can climb that. You've climbed vines like that before. There. Jeez. Reminds me of the vines leading up to Hyrule Castle and Ocarina of Time. There you gotta climb to get over the gate. I remember the hitbox on that being very finicky, but it's not. It really isn't. But maybe I just remember that because I remember my cousin telling me, like, oh yeah, it's like you gotta figure out the secret way you climb up the vine. Actually, now I'm thinking back to that, maybe he didn't mean the vines are the secret. Like the way you get up the vines is the secret. Maybe he meant like, oh, the gate is closed. You have to figure out the secret way into the castle, and the vines are part of this secret, but it's not a secret how to get up the vines. I'm sure I mentioned that memory when I did a Let's Play of Ocarina of Time, but I don't know if I ever had that realization. Like, yeah, that's probably what he meant. That the puzzle was getting into the castle. Because I know there's a part in Majora's Mask where you're climbing up a like a wall. I don't know what to call it, because it's like a ladder, but it's not a straight ladder. It's like a ladder maze. And you're supposed to use the Lens of Truth to know the way up, because it's invisible without the Lens of Truth. So you can't just find the ladder and then climb straight up. You have to look at it with the Lens of Truth and then know which direction you're going, because it forks. It forks multiple times, and sometimes there's dead ends.
The imposter is dead. He was working with De Ferrer.
What else have you learned?
Only that he would have forced you out of hiding.
Let us be thankful it did not come to that. If it had, our brotherhood... Well, let us not dwell. You have destroyed the hornet's nest in the bayou. At least for now. De Ferrer will have his day.
But was that it? That was the whole mission? Okay. Revelation that Agate knew her mother, Janine. In fact, he chose to keep from her. Strained to the relationship between mentor and mentee, with De Ferrer back in New Orleans, Evelyn redoubles her efforts to protect its citizens. I guess we're on sequence 3 now. 3 years past, the French colony transferred to Spanish rule. Business prospers until colonists rebel. Excuse me, rebel. So we're in the revolution now? Man, how dare they start me next to a viewpoint in the lady outfit? It's so rude. It's like I can't get that viewpoint if I'm a lady. I should be sure. I should be. Well, I should at least try to stop the stream at a point where I can go around getting viewpoints.
Señorita.
Bonsoir. I'm a friend of Captain Dominguez. Is he on board?
At this hour, El Capitan is at the tavern. Where else?
Thank you.
And then it teleported me. Well, I won't complain. There he is, around here somewhere. Possibly on the other side of this barricade, but I can't climb it. I promise not to keep complaining about the lady outfit not being able to climb. No! Okay, well. I guess that's my cue to stop for the night. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with more revelations. Not revelations. Liberations. Liberation. We'll be back with more liberation on Wednesday. Bye.